Hello, welcome back to my EastEnders review. So obviously I did a midweek review a couple days ago, so this is only going to be for Thursday and Friday's episode. I definitely think things have calmed down on the show. It definitely wasn't as dramatic. I feel like EastEnders are doing that a lot at the moment. They'll have a storyline and it will build up and build up and build up, reach a climactic episode where there's a car crash or someone dies or Sharon tries to poison Ian Beale with spaghetti, and then the aftermath kind of just doesn't really go anywhere. I mean, the aftermath was okay. It was just Kat in a hospital, Phil staying there all night. I love Kat and Phil together, I've just got to say that. I think the two characters work so well together. They've got so much chemistry. They're a brilliant couple, and also it's two iconic families coming together. I love it. I think they're such a good couple. I ship Phil and Kat so much. But yeah, the episodes these last 2 days have definitely calmed down a bit, and you know, that's fine. I guess that's just what the show's doing at the moment. Hopefully next time they change the producers, they'll actually start doing proper aftermath and the storylines won't just become boring once they reach their climax. So luckily for Whitney, Kat doesn't seem like she's gonna go to the police or press any charges against her for running her over. I guess because they're sort of family. I can't think in my mind how they're related or how they know each other so well, but yeah, I guess they are sort of family, so yeah, fair enough. Thanks, Kat. Oh my god, also I've got to say, Kat looks absolutely stunning. She had just been run over by a car and she was lying in that hospital bed. Her skin was glowing, her eyebrows were still on point, her makeup, it must have been eyeshadow, because for that to be smudged mascara, it was blended too well. She looked absolutely stunning. What a queen. I could not look that good if I'd just been hit by a car, so good for her. Right, I'm trying to think what direction to go in next. Phil or Whitney? Phil or Whitney? We'll go with Whitney. So Whitney seemed to have a moment with Gray this week. The moment where he shouted at her, lost his temper. You can always tell when Gray's going to do something scary because his hair sort of like flops in front of his head. It's always sort of gelled back slightly. He's got this sort of hairstyle going on, but when he's about to go psycho, it like flops in front of his head and like moves around. That's how you know something's going to kick off with Gray. And yeah, Whitney had a moment where she really saw Gray's true colours. The look in her face, it sort of felt like maybe she's starting to suspect something's up with Gray. Maybe she'll put the jigsaw together, figure out that he's killed all these people. I would have preferred if Gray had got found out straight after Chantel's death, because I don't think that storyline was done very well in the aftermath. I thought the storyline building up and the episode where she died, I didn't watch the episode where she died because it was too scary, but I've heard it was very good. So I think, yeah, I do have a lot of issues with Gray's storyline, but I'm just trying to put that to one side for the sake of just talking about the show in general, because I can't just keep going on about how I don't like the aftermath of Chantel's death, because I'll never get anything done. So as it is at the moment, I would be okay with it if Whitney was the one to expose Gray, because, you know, she's been abused before. It wouldn't be this weird saviour thing of like someone else doing it. I think I'd be okay with it if it was Whitney. And yeah, she seemed to have a moment where she saw his true colours. It was hard to tell if she was switched on enough to realise what's been going on and put the jigsaw together, because obviously she's going through a lot at the moment, so it would be understandable if she sort of didn't quite figure it out. I think that would be fair enough. So maybe she'll just leave Gray alone at this point. I don't know. That's not going to happen, is it? That's wishful thinking. She is very vulnerable at the moment, so I don't know if she's going to start questioning Gray, or if he's going to keep taking advantage of her in that sense. So I guess we'll see. I don't have high hopes for the storyline, I never have. I don't think the Gray stuff has been handled well, but hopefully the writers will salvage it somehow. What else happened? Phil kicked out Ben and Callum from the house. So look, I'm not on Phil's side, obviously. Callum all the way, a big fan of him. But at the same time, I can kind of see where he's coming from. Fair enough, you don't want Callum in your house. I don't think Callum did anything wrong. He did it to protect Ben. I think that's very honourable. But fair enough if Phil doesn't want him living there, because he did try and send him to prison. I think the two of them should just be happy that Phil's satisfied with leaving Callum alone at this point, because he was fully going to kill him. Like, in that last scene on, was it Tuesday? He literally said to Callum, "Oh, are you wearing a wire to get evidence of murder?" or something along those lines, implying that he was going to kill him. So I could not believe the cheek of Callum actually staying at Phil's house while he was at the hospital. If I was in Callum's position, I would have just said to Ben, "Look, I don't think I should stay here. You can come with me or stay here if you want to, but I'm going to go stay with Stuart or the Carters or someone." So yeah, anyway, those two are moving out. I don't know if they'll go to Stuart's or Kathy's. They could go anywhere really. They've got loads of people who would let them stay in their house. If you saw my video a few weeks ago, I'm rooting for them to move back in with the Carters, because I think that would be... it's not going to happen. I know it's not going to happen, because Callum doesn't even have much contact with the Carters anymore, but I do think it would be really fun just seeing Callum back in there with that gang. It was so lovely back in the day. I do miss it. And I know they're not actually Callum's family, but they sort of were at one point. And we've seen Callum living with Ben's family and getting to know them and being in that situation. It would be nice to see it the other way around. I know it's not going to happen, but a girl can dream. So Bailey's storyline. She's still missing, but as the viewer we know where she is and we know she's okay, so that is definitely a weight off the shoulders if you're like me and get overly emotionally invested. But obviously for the characters, they don't know where she is. I do not have a clue why Amy is telling Bailey not to come home. What is she gaining out of this? I really don't get it at all. I know Amy's been misbehaving for quite a long time. I do remember they did put in bits about that a while ago, and Jack complaining that Amy was being a bit of a nightmare, but it just seems really bizarre. Why would she sort of turn on Bailey? I really don't get it. Part of me is wondering, was she up for the astronomy camp as well? Maybe she's trying to get in the way of that so that she can go to astronomy camp instead of Bailey. I really don't know though, it doesn't make any sense. I hope that does become clear at some point, because if it's just Amy messing things up for the sake of it, that's going to be really annoying. Speaking of the Taylors, Bernie seems to be going ahead with the surrogacy with Stuart and Rainie. Now, they actually had a doctor's appointment. I can't really remember what was said. I don't know if I was really paying attention in that bit. But it does seem like the EastEnders writers do not know what the law is regarding surrogacy. The hopeful part of me thought that they were going to go to the doctors and the doctor would be like, "Well, she can't be your surrogate, she's 18 and she's not given birth before." But no, they just seem to be going ahead with it anyway. The result from the doctor's appointment seemed to be that Bernie has to lose weight in order to be a good candidate to be a surrogate. I really don't know about this storyline. If they can't even be bothered to research the laws of surrogacy, I really don't know how well this storyline is going to be done. But I hope they pull it out of the bag somehow. I guess we'll see. It's kind of too early to tell, but so far I'm not really impressed and I'm a bit concerned. On to the Carters. I don't understand why Linda and Mick haven't told Nancy about Linda's pregnancy, because surely that would help Nancy be a little bit more sympathetic towards Linda, like, oh okay, she's being completely deranged because she's pregnant with another man's child and it's a lot for her to deal with. Obviously Nancy's struggling with her epilepsy at the moment, and she's alright accepting help from Mick and, you know, calling him when she needs him. But yeah, she's still very much not talking to Linda at all. And to be fair to her, yes, Linda is being completely unbearable and over the top about everything, but yeah, I think if she knew about the pregnancy, there would be a bit more understanding between them. It's kind of unfair for Linda to be unhappy with Nancy for not telling her stuff when Linda's keeping stuff from her, which she's going to have to know eventually. Like, she's 5 months pregnant, you can't really hide that forever. We know that the Carter kids know about what happened to Mick as a child, but I don't think they know about what went on between Max and Linda over Christmas. I think Lee might know, because when he came back at Christmas they seemed to mention it, did they? Am I remembering that right? I actually can't remember that at all. I don't pay attention to this show. But yeah, it seems Nancy doesn't know about that side of things. I'm assuming that's the only reason in my mind that would make sense for them not to tell Nancy about the pregnancy, because they don't want her to know about Linda and Max, because she'll probably go a bit crazy. But surely the Carter kids talk to each other, like, they must know something. When she does find out, I can't wait to see what her reaction will be. I don't know if it will be, if she'll actually start warming to Linda and be more understanding. Actually, no, she won't do that. She'll absolutely kick off. She'll be like, oh my god, you cheated on Dad. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. If I've missed any storylines out, it's because they haven't grabbed my attention and I don't care about them. I just want to say thank you so much, because since I last filmed a video I've actually gained 4 subscribers. One of them is my friend, but 3 subscribers that I don't know who they are. So if you watched my video and actually wanted to subscribe, then thank you so much. I can't believe like people actually watched my video and were like, yeah, I want more of that, like. But I'm so grateful, and thank you if you left likes on the video again. It does make my day, so yeah, thank you so much. And thanks for watching, bye!